Welcome to Tabletop Battle Adventures, DDay, 0900 hours, Turn 18, Part 2. For the details, you have to go back and watch the introduction video for this turn. Karen Tan. Omaha Beach. U.S. forces have the initiative, and they will activate an ambush. On the hedgerows and Karen Tan battlefield, there are only the second bazooka gunner center screen is on ambush. And over on Omaha Beach, we've got the 116th Infantry, Company A, 1st Platoon Sniper on ambush. And there's a second sniper for the same unit. And then the 2nd Rangers, Company C, 2nd Platoon Sniper on ambush, and 1st Platoon Sniper on ambush. We're going to leave the bazooka over on the hedgerows on ambush to keep the Germans' armor in check. So we'll be activating one of these snipers here on Omaha Beach. 116th Infantry Sniper is going to spring his ambush and receive a fire order. He's going to target (916th Infantry's 2nd Platoon 1st Section soldiers on the roof of the bunker. He's going to need a 3. Miss. He's an NCO, so he'll be able to give out 1 order dice. He's going to give it to the platoon sergeant for the 116th, and he'll receive an advance order. He'll take a landmine check, so infantry or armor or any vehicles, when they advance or run for the U.S. forces, they have to take a landmine check anywhere that's sand or light brown colored terrain on Omaha Beach battlefield. Landmine check, 10 and under. Very good. Platoon sergeant and the messenger are going to receive, they're advancing, but they're going to open fire with their SMGs. And they're going to go for needing 7s, targeting the 88 in the bunker. 2 possible. Misses. The platoon sergeant is able to give out 2 order dice. He's going to have his radio operator, instead of firing, he's going to radio over to the 743rd Tank Battalion, Company A, First Sergeant. He's going to receive a fire order. It's definitely long range and beyond range, so he's going to need a 6s to hit the soldiers on top of the bunker. They're not going to go down because he needs 6s. One shot, need a 6. Miss. It'll be a 2d6 and a scatter dice to see where that 2-inch HE round will land. Could get interesting. 9 inches might do some damage to the bunker. So it does land on top of the bunker. And this bunker already has 4 damage. And so instead of a d6 for hits against targets in a building, the bunker is half that. So it's going to be d3 hits against the building. 2. So they'll be at a -6 damage. Company First Sergeant's going to use his hull-mounted MMG, and he's going to target the 88. He'll need 7s, 5 shots. All misses. Platoon Sergeant 116th Infantry, for his second order dice, he's going to have his radio operator order the 743rd Tank Battalion's 2nd platoon leader, the Jackson, to open fire. He's going to target the bunker building here on top. And to hit that building, he's going to need, I'm going to get a measure, it's a 72-inch ranged heavy AT. I think he's going to be not beyond range. Instead of trying to hit the soldiers in the bunker through the small opening in the side of the bunker, he's going to just target the bunker itself and just work on putting some damage on the bunker. So it'll be long range 4, and that's it. Just going for the bunker. Alright, looking for a 4. Misses. It'll be 2d6 and a scatter dice. Good spot to roll here. So just 3 inches short. Second platoon leader's 5 shots from the MMG, hull-mounted MMG. We'll target, need 7s, but they're gonna go. Actually, let's go for the same soldiers here. They'll need 7s to get into to be able to make a hit though. 1 possible. Miss. Since they're open top, go ahead and shoot the heavy machine gun. The heavy machine gun will get a measure. See if we're going to target these soldiers here. That's 2nd platoon, 916th Grenadiers, 2nd platoon, 2nd section. They have a lot of pin markers, but we want to go ahead and keep them pinned down. It's going to be long range 4, and the soft cover, or the hard cover in the trench will become soft cover because of the heavy weapon. +1 penetration. So 3 shots, needing 5s. And they have a lot of pin markers. Should they just go down? They'll not go down because I'd like to rally them if they survive. So needing 5 ups to hit. Get a hit. I'll get another pin marker. German NCOs and officers are killed on a 6 because they're veteran, and wounded on a 5. All other Germans and U.S. forces will be killed on 5s and 6s as regulars, and wounded on 4s. So that 1 hit, add a pin marker, and we're going to be killing on 4 ups or 5 ups for the NCOs. Oh, get the kill. Do we get to choose? No. These 2nd section soldiers now, it's between the assistant section leader for 2nd section or the LMG gunner. So I think we're going to kill the second section leader, or assistant leader. And this soldier has 3 pin markers. There's one NCO here, a sniper, and then shoot, I think it's the only other. So that'll be make it a 8 and under. And here within range, I think we'll measure, but there is also the 2nd platoon commander, first lieutenant. And I think he's in range. I'll measure. The 2nd platoon sniper is within 6 inches to support this morale check, but not the platoon commander in the bunker. So he has 3 pins. He's going to be testing at an 8 and under. Passes. Holds his ground. We're going to rewind to the last, to part 1. And I failed to allow Sergeant Travis's M8 Greyhound scout car to fire the heavy machine gun on top. He only fired his light AT weapon. So he's going to open fire. The only target that I think he has, because the hedgerows block line of sight, is these soldiers here from 6th Fallschirmjäger, 2nd section. 2 riflemen with they have assault rifles with Panzerfaust. But in order to hit them, it's going to be fours for long range, and beyond range 6s, hard cover, reduced to soft cover, but it still makes it 7s. So they're going to need 7s, 3 shots. 2 possible. Looking for 6s again. Oh, no. Close. Alright, the 1/16th platoon sergeant gave out both his order dice. Now, the company first sergeant is going to have 2 order dice as well. He's going to radio over to the 2nd platoon tank here and order him to fire. Maybe we should start advancing some too, though. Moving toward, because we're going to need to be able to get to this. Or we could have the dozer tank, after it clears a path this way, it could just push this way, right? Just push all these obstacles out of the way. That'd probably be quicker than trying to move these tanks all the way around. And if the dozer doesn't push these obstacles out of the way here, then moving these other tanks from this left flank all the way around won't matter anyways. They just have to have infantry move the obstacles for them. Explosives, obviously. So the 2nd platoon tank's gonna go ahead and stay where he's at and open fire. It's gonna open fire. He's gonna turn his turret. He's gonna target. In here is a 916th Grenadier 1st Platoon GRB 39 anti-tank rifle grenade launcher. And he's not going to try to hit the soldiers inside because that would take a 7. He's just going to target the bunker and try to force them out, do some damage to that bunker. So he's going to need a 3, just a 3 to hit the bunker. Direct hit. He hits the bunker. So this bunker already has 6 damage. So normally this heavy AT weapon, I run it as a 3-inch HE. So it'll be 2d6 hits against this building. If it was a regular building, say like this one. But being a bunker, it's just going to reduce it to 1d6. So if we roll a 6 here, this collapses on the soldiers inside. So we're going to have 2 more damage. That's going to take it up to 8. Only 4 damage points left on this bunker. Next up, the hull-mounted MMG for the 2nd platoon tank. It's going to open fire and try to put a pin marker on the 88 in the bunker. Getting 7s. We got 2 possible. Looking for 6s again. Nope. Company First Sergeant's second order dice is going to go to the first platoon tank positioned here. And you know, I think should we knock out? We're going to go ahead and do our best to take out. We're going to aim for the soldiers on the top there. Get a measure. Hopefully it's not beyond range. Get a -2 for that. Alright, he receives a fire order. And he's going to be hitting on a long range 4. And then those soldiers are in hard cover on top of the bunker. There is a ledge, but it's going to be reduced to soft cover. He's going to target the soldiers on top of the bunker, not the units inside of the bunker. So then it'll be long range 4, soft cover 5. And those soldiers are not going to go down. They want to shoot some more Yanks. 5 up. Oh, get the hit. It'll be D3 pins. 1 pin. And these Germans are regulars, so they'll be dying on. Oh man, -2. So dying on 3s, wounded on 2s. Only a 1 will save them. Oh, so 1 soldier dies and 1 survives. And then they'll need to take a morale check. There's an NCO downstairs, so that 1 pin will have no effect. So 10 and under morale check for the survivor. Oh, nice. And I didn't roll to see if I could roll another 6 to choose who would die, because they're both equipped with assault rifles and a Panzerfaust. So it'll make no difference. But that was a great shot. Now for the Hall-mounted MMG, I was wondering if you could get a shot on the 88. Try to put more pin markers on this 88 in here, but it's not going to work. So, and also he's got soldiers right in front of him, so he won't be able to shoot his MMG, Hall-mounted MMG. All right, that was the company first sergeant's second order dice. Now we'll move over to the second platoon leader, the Jackson, and he also can give out 2 order dice. I think he's going to go ahead and radio the Navy. There's a Navy strike allowed each turn. They're going to receive a fire. The Navy boat's going to receive a fire order, and they'll be hitting their target on a 3. It's any target, and I want to knock out this 9/16th First Platoon medium mortar in the open top bunker there. So needing a 3. Yeah, gets the hit. On a 1 through 3, it's a 3-inch template. On a 4, 5, 6, it will be a 4-inch. 3-inch. Oh, I failed to say go down. I would have definitely done that, but I didn't say it. Well, next time I won't forget to say go down. Too late for now. So for hits in a building, it's going to be 2d6 hits against these 3 guys. Oh, jeez. 8 hits. And this is only a 12. Well, it won't matter. These guys are dead. Let's see. We'll roll these 3 and see if they survive this. So they're dead on anything but a 1. I didn't even have to roll all 8. And they are obliterated. Nothing but bits and pieces. Here's the other 5 hits to see what happens to the building. So isn't it a minus 3-inch? Yeah, so anything but a 1. Yeah, so that building is takes 8 damage. So this open top bunker and this one both have 8 damage now. Second platoon leader. First Lieutenant Jackson. He's going to give his second order dice to the first platoon leader in the Sherman center screen. First platoon leader, he's going to go ahead and target this same bunker with the GRB-39 grenade launcher anti-tank rifle. And he's not going to try to hit the slit in the bunker on a 7. He's just going to target the bunker itself. So he'll need a 3 to hit. He gets the hit, and it's going to reduce from 2d6 hits. So instead of 2d6, because it's a bunker, it's just, or instead of 1d6 against hits on the target in the building, it'll be d3. Darn bunkers. Oof, just one more. That'll take it to a 9, though. It only needs 3 more damage to collapse. Oh, don't know if they're going to make it out in time. Oh, shoot. I should have maybe moved the infantry first. I don't know that he can shoot. Oh, you know what? He can shoot up high. He can't shoot low because of these GIs and the tanks in front of him, but he'll go ahead and target up here. And he'll have 5 shots from his hull-mounted MMG. That's the first platoon leader, center screen. So he's going to need 7s, though, to put any pins on these Germans in the bunker. They're actually inside, not on the roof, like it appears. So 5 shots, needs 7s. We got 1 possible. This first platoon leader, he also is a lieutenant. Give out 2 order dice. He's going to order the second platoon tank T-34 Calliope to fire off his multiple rockets. This is a devastating weapon. If you've watched some of the earlier battles in earlier videos in this battle, this T-34 Calliope is the one in one rocket barrage destroyed this building, and I believe it was killed 13 German soldiers, which a lot of them are buried in the rubble, but also the bodies that are piled up outside. So let's see what it can do. And he's going to fire on this soldier here. He's from the 916th Grenadier 1st Platoon. He's the Goliath operator. The Goliath is this anti-tank mine. It looks like a miniature tank, remote control tank. I think that's exactly what it is. So he's going to target that man, and then he's units within 6 inches, which might even include the soldiers in this building, which is going to be fantastic if it does. It could blow this whole area up. So yeah, we're going to target this soldier right here. Oh boy. Only can on a 6. So that's the way it works. It's only on a 6, but everybody within 6 inches. I'll measure and see who's going to be getting rocket fire. 5 units are going to be affected by this. First, we'll start with the Goliath operator. And so on a 6, it hits. On anything else, it's a miss, but we're going to roll 2d6 and a scatter dice to see where the is it a 3-inch HE? I think it is. Oh, terrible. Okay, first shot. Ooh, 5. Next rocket coming in for the lieutenant, this is the first platoon commander, the lieutenant. He's on ambush. Are they gonna go down? Oof, almost forgot again. No, I'm not going down. Yes, the anti-tank grenade launch team is in range. Next up, there's a forward observer spotter with he's got a radio. Lastly, there's a first squad, second section leader, and 2 soldiers here on the end. Ooh, all misses. Time for the scatter dice and 2d6. And I think we'll just start from the end here. Okay, these 3 soldiers here on the end. Okay, 6, and I think it's going to miss. This weapon counts as a heavy mortar. Also, if it does land an HE hit, it's D6 hits. And the first miss lands close. Alright, the next miss is going to be on target that we're going to roll for is the forward observer spotter, the 3 showing. It's like it's going to overshoot. Might do some damage to this bunker here. It does hit the bunker, and it says it does D6, but the bunker I'm playing as reduces that, so it's going to be D3 hits to the bunker. So that'd be 2 more hits. So that bunker's now at 5 damage. It can take, this one can take 12. I suppose this one should be able to take at least 18. Yeah, next heavy mortar rocket the miss is gonna be rolled for the Goliath operator. Uh-oh. Damn scatter dice. Yikes, it's gonna hit the 3. It's gonna hit the forward observer and 2 of the soldiers from 1st platoon, 2nd section. Yikes. D6 hits. 5 hits on the 3 soldiers. Yeah, I thought about going down with all these guys. Too late now. 5 there. Okay, got 5 in the pocket. Alright, 5 hits. Dead on anything but a 1. Nasty. Bits and pieces. All 3 soldiers killed. 2 from 9/16th, 1st platoon, 2nd section. Only the 2nd section leader on the end survives. And then also that was the forward observer and spotter killed with them. Terrible. The surviving 2nd section leader will take D3 pins. Oh, 1 pin. And he'll also have to take a morale check. He's going to test it at 10 and under since he's an NCO. Ooh, 10 passes. Next rocket coming in for the 1st platoon commander and his radio operator who are on ambush. I could go down. No, come on. What's the chances of these last 2 rockets landing on the guys? They're fine. Oh, is that coming right down the line? All right, we're going 11 inches this way. Yikes. And the gods are with the 2nd section leader who barely escapes. I will forever bring a T-34 Calliope when I am fighting a battle on tabletop. It is a fantastic weapon for blanketing an area with heavy mortar rockets. Horrifying. All right, and the last miss was hit this building. It was a miss that was targeting this building with the GRB-39 grenade launcher anti-tank rifle team. Let's see where it's going to end up. We're going 9 inches back. It might hit that building and could destroy it. It has 8 damage already. The open mortar bunker. And it does hit the open bunker here. And they have 8 damage already, and it's going to be, instead of 2d6, because, oh no, this is not a closed bunker though. It's open top, so that'll be 2d6 hits. Oh yeah, this should be exploded, I imagine. 2d6 hits. Oh yeah, so 7 more hits. 15. That's only a 12 bunker, so it's destroyed. The bunker is reduced to ruins. And that is the T-34 Calliope in action. Even when it misses with the scatter dice, 2d6 can still be a deadly weapon. And then back to the T-34 Calliope. I don't know that they'll be. I don't think it can shoot his hull-mounted MMG. He's got soldiers right in front of him, so we'll have to skip that part. And next up, the first platoon leader. He still has one order dice to give out. I think he's gonna radio over to the 2nd Rangers, Company C, the company commander, center screen. There's a radio operator and his forward observer that's accompanying him. And he's going to be able to pull 3 order dice. But first of all, he's going to receive an advance order by radio, and he's going to advance just to that low tide mark in front of him, and then he's going to give out 2 orders. I think he's going to have his maybe 3 orders. Yeah. But even the captain has to pass that landmine check, 10 and under. Oh, they step on a landmine, so something goes wrong for the U.S. forces. All right, on a roll of a 1, they take a 2-inch HE hit. On a 2 up, they just take D3 pins and go down. And they'll need to change undies. Here we go. Just D3 pins. So just 1 pin and they'll go down. They escape with their lives. And the captain and his soldiers escape with just a pin marker. And that was I was planning on using his 3 order dice to move 116th First Squad Bazooka Team, 116th First Squad Leader, and the First Squad Flamethrower Team, and kind of move them, get them working on cutting through the barbed wire, and that way they can make a move with the flamethrower. I'll probably have the First Squad Leader for the 116th cut the barbed wire and have Flamethrower Team move through it and make an attempt on the 88. I also want them out of the way so I can have the dozer tank push the next obstacle out of the way next turn. But anyways, I think that's a perfect spot to wrap it up. Make sure first platoon leader gave out order dice to the T-34 Calliope and to the captain. And then the second platoon leader gave his orders out to the Navy boats. Yeah, I think everybody did. So the U.S. had the entire Part 2 was all U.S. Just crushing the Germans. Germans would get to retaliate, but not this turn. I'm going to call it a night. It's a good spot to wrap it up. Although, I think we'll do another... let's do another... and the way I play it here at Tabletop Battle Adventures, that all originated just from this sniper. And he was able to, because this is an open top vehicle within 6 inches, he was able to give his order to the second platoon leader. It just went wild from there. Well, that was devastating for the Germans. The 916th Grenadiers they were already in trouble. Trenches full of bodies. Medic right there in the center working on 2 wounded soldiers. Wow. Okay, we'll need another ambush roll off, and that way we'll know whether Germans or U.S. soldiers have the initiative for ambushes when in about 3 nights when we get started on part 3. So German brown, U.S. green. And the Germans will steal the initiative. And also, the first dice of this 0900 hours turn 18 is a German dice that was pulled from the bag, but in order to get to that dice, we first have to get through the ambushes. There we go. German ambush. Next time. Woo! Oh, that's right. The Germans have their Puma has not yet acted. Hasn't, and he survived 2 hits from the 57mm AT and from the Greyhound scout car. See you next time. Thanks for watching.